Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
To add a new contact to your Contacts folder, you must first open the Contacts folder. Then click the New Contact button in the standard toolbar, or simply double-click in the blank space inside the Contacts folder pane. That will bring up the Contact window where you can enter details for the contact. In the Contact window, you simply type in all of the information you wish to keep for the contact into the available fields. Note that there are several tabs of fields across the top of the window that you can click on to access different types of information. On the General tab, you would fill in the basic contact information like their name, their job title, their company that they work with, and also how you want to file them as. In this case, you just choose the desired filing method from the drop-down. You can also put in their phone numbers. Notice that for any buttons that have their name of the field as an actual button, like full name, business, home, you may click on those to actually invoke a secondary dialog box where you can fill in the particulars. And then click OK. So for example, for the business phone, we could click on that, and it'll bring up a secondary dialog box where you could put in the area code and the number, and up above you'll see how it would appear. And when it looks correct, just simply click OK. Also notice that some of the buttons have drop-down arrows to the right. That means that there's a selection as to what phone number, in this case, you would want to record. So if I click next to Home on the black drop-down arrow, I can choose which one of these many numbers I'm recording. So you would also fill in the address down below, once again by either clicking the button or by just typing it into the box. Also, if you're filling in multiple addresses, which we can tell we can do by clicking the little black drop-down arrow, one of the addresses has to be selected as the mailing address, and you can make sure that that box is checked that says this is the mailing address for the appropriate one, and that will help you send letters to the contact. On the General tab, you also input their email address. You can also fill in their web page address, their IM address, and enter general notes in the big text box provided. Also in 2003, you can click on Add Contact Picture and then browse for a picture that you have of the contact if you would prefer. On the Details tab, you would have less used information like the department, office, profession, nickname, spouse's birthday, their anniversary. On the Activities tab, it would show activities you've performed with that contact that you also have tracked in the journal. The Certificates tab lists certificates you can use to send encrypted mail to the contact if you have one. And the All Fields tab gives you the ability to select a type of information to enter using the Select From drop-down, like address fields. And then you can click into any one of the text boxes and type in the specific information. It's just another way of filling in the fields. You can even create your own fields by clicking the New button at the bottom of the All Fields tab to create new types of data fields to store whatever information you want to about the contact. And you would select the type of data that you're storing from the Type drop-down. And depending on what type of information you're storing, like say date times, you could even choose a format. However, if you're storing text, the only format is text. So you would make your choices and click OK. And any fields that you've defined show up in the Select From dropdown as user-defined fields in the folder. And you can fill in the values here. Also, if you wanted to delete one of the custom fields that you had made, which would also delete all information, you can select a field that you've created and just click Delete. And then when you're done with the contact, just click Save and Close to save this contact and close this form and return to the Contacts folder. Or right next to that button, you can click Save and New. Save and New saves the contact and brings up a new blank contact window so you can continue entering another contact. And then if you close it, you will see the contact that you've added in the appropriate place in the list.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.